Welcome back. It's still Wake Up Nigeria. And we are right here coming to you live from TVC.
You can see the aroma from the kitchen is already disturbing you.
Already. We haven't done anything in the kitchen yet and stuff is already going on.
Really. How are you handling that? Being in the kitchen with the tasty, tantalizing tolu?
Well, my favorite part of the day is breakfast, and there are two things your day is never complete without two things: breakfast and the Wake Up Nigeria show.
Yes.
So we're here with Tolu, and she's going to take us through. I don't know. What is it again you're making for us this morning?
So we're
doing pap.
No. Don't bite your tongue, So we're making a banana bread, very moist, and we're also
We're using a lot of bananas lately. Yeah. We had bananas yesterday, banana pancakes.
So this is a sequel.
Okay. All right.
So we're having banana bread and crème à la pap.
Crème à la pap.
Our pap went to France.
Our pap went to France.
Our pap.
Our pap went to France. Ogi.
Yes.
Right.
Akamu. It went to France.
Is that the same as Ogioloyi or I don't know. All right.
Okay, so let me quickly run you down through So we're going to first start with the banana bread. Okay. Then we'll go on to do the crème à la pap later.
Crème à la pap.
So in the big bowl, we have butter, brown sugar, and white sugar. Okay. In the recipe, though, I reduced my sugar content. I'm more of the brown sugar because I know the crème à la pap is a bit creamy sweet, so I didn't want too much sweet going on.
I think I'm looking forward to the crème à la pap because I've never heard of it before. I take ogi.
Yeah.
I know what ogi is, but crème à la pap.
Man.
All right.
You're going to lick your fingers.
You chefs and cooks that keep coming up with
different things,
creative things.
That's the whole idea. Okay,
crème
so
à la pap.
You're going to
So what do we have in here?
Okay, so we have flour, cinnamon, salt, baking powder, and baking soda.
Okay.
And we have 2 eggs, beaten eggs already.
Okay.
Yeah, we have brown sugar, the egg, brown sugar, butter, and white sugar. Okay. As I said before, I reduced my sugar content. I'm not really a sweet tooth. And I'm thinking, we're having crème à la pap as well.
So that's too much sweetness.
That's too much sweetness. So we need to balance it out.
Okay.
Right? So what you're going to do for me?
What does the cinnamon do for this? For the flour.
You can't have a banana bread without cinnamon in it, without the cinnamon hints.
Oh, really?
Like, I don't know. Maybe
is it minty? Is it,
no,
what does it do?
It's just the flavor. It just gives it a different flavor. It complements the banana properly.
Because I often confuse it with cocoa powder or with chocolate.
Who does that?
I do.
Oh my God. You're so weird. I would understand if you said that, you confuse it with nutmeg or mixed spice.
Well, like I said, when it comes to cooking, I give it to myself.
Yeah,
when it comes to baking, well.
One of these days we should switch roles.
It's a school, I'm still.
Okay, so you're going to do this for me.
Okay.
You're going to keep whipping this while I peel a banana.
So how long are we going to do this for?
Just until when it's well cooperated, nothing major.
How do you know when it is cooperated?
Cooperated. It's no lumps, nothing whatsoever. Like it's mixed together properly.
Solo doesn't like me. Yes, Beyonce gave me bananas.
Sorry.
You are not giving me any bananas today. That's fine.
Sorry.
I guess I'll just make do with this.
Yes, you better. So just gonna peel this up. Now you need really ripe bananas because they're the really sweet ones.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Why?
Because see, banana bread needs to have the banana flavor.
Okay.
If you're having the semi-ripe bananas, it's not going to be as intense than this.
Really?
Yeah.
But I don't like bananas that are too ripe.
But how would you know? It's inside banana bread. Or inside the bread and it's baked?
I mean, it's for me, seeing is, the food has to look good. Or whatever it is I'm going to buy I'm going to put in my mouth has to look good. So but I'm very particular about.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is that you're not eating it raw. You're not eating it
regardless.
Like this. You're baking it.
So what does it give if you decide to use unripe bananas? Does it give you another flavor?
Now I haven't tried it though, but I would think that it won't give it the right flavor. It won't give it the right banana flavor.
Okay.
So I'm just going to peel this up. If, for example, you have really big bananas, I think you could use like 3, but because the bananas are really small, so I'm going to use about 5 or 6.
Okay.
Next thing we're going to do is we're going to mash it down.
Okay.
We're going to make a paste out of it, like a puree.
And you could also use a blender if you like, right?
Yes, but
I'd rather just mash it.
Yeah, that's just a lot of
A lot of what?
Equipment on the table.
Yeah, but that's technology.
Sorry.
It makes work easier and faster.
And faster, babe. And you get a lot of things to wash at the end.
Well.
Well. So almost done with that. Keep going. You're almost there.
It's a lot of work, oh.
Yes, so it's not easy.
There's a machine that does this now.
Yes, there is. But look at the quantity we're mixing now. We can't go and bring an entire machine because of...
It's a lot of work. Thank God for technology. Makes life easier. Jesus.
All right.
There's enough exercise for one morning.
So you don't need to work out.
You need to work out.
Well, things like this is going to concentrate on your arms only. You're not doing full body, so...
Regardless. There's some exercises that just need arm workouts,
yeah.
you know.
So
but it's good though.
So what we're doing next is that we're going to mix in all our wet ingredients. When I say wet ingredient, everything that is liquid. Our dry ingredients is one of the last things that we're going to add inside. Now, also remember that because your banana is really sweet, you should taste your banana, shall. But because it's really, really sweet, that's why I didn't add a lot of sugar as well. So just remember that.
Oh, okay. Because banana is sweet.
Yes, before you have something and you won't be able to eat it.
Especially the very ripe ones.
Exactly, exactly. So you just use your discretion to add your sugar. You don't have to follow the recipe to the T.
You can use honey as well, right?
Yes, you can.
In place of sugar.
Yes, you can. But just be sure to be tasting it. So this is prepped.
Okay.
It's ready to go.
So what's next?
Thank you.
Are we good?
Yes, we are.
How do you know when it's ready?
Oh, look at this beauty. See how smooth and shiny.
Oh, so I got like a 10 over 10.
Ooh, maybe 3.5.
You're mean.
I tried.
You are mean.
I tried. So we're going to add our beaten eggs.
Okay.
Now, the reason why I beat the eggs before adding it in, because sometimes you just break and is because so that the yolk, everything is mixed and I don't have to start looking for it all over again.
How many eggs do you use?
2 eggs.
Okay.
2 whole eggs.
2 whole eggs.
So I'm going to get, continue. We need to get our milk out.
Okay. Evaporated or liquid milk or, evaporated or powdered milk?
Liquid milk.
Liquid milk, okay.
Because we need more liquid ingredients in order to get this going.
Oh.
So we need about half.
I love powdered milk actually.
It's actually creamier, you know.
Yes.
You
know,
I noticed
finally
it. So
someone agrees with me.
So it's actually creamier. So I just need about half a cup of this.
Okay.
So mix it up. Let's put this away.
It's gonna take very long.
Not really. Do you mind?
Okay. Thank you, darling. Do all the work.
While you eat.
Here. Yes.
So at this point, just keep mixing. Okay, you do this.
Okay.
So can you help me pour this in here?
Pour this in here now?
Yeah.
Okay.
You will look at it separating, but don't worry. Never mind.
Just keep whisking.
Just keep whisking. By the time you pour in the flour and all the dry ingredients, it will incorporate back together.
Okay.
So
I'm just going to take this to the sink.
Yeah. Thank
while
you.
You're mixing up that. So for the benefit of our viewers just tuning in, take us through the ingredients once again.
Okay, so we're having the butter, brown sugar, white sugar. Just put a bit of vanilla.
What's this?
Vanilla.
Vanilla. Okay.
Butter, white sugar, brown sugar, eggs.
Okay.
Milk, flour, baking powder. I was going to say baking powder, baking soda, cinnamon, and salt.
Cinnamon, salt. I love cinnamon.
You do?
Yeah. I like the word, the way it sounds.
Okay.
Cinnamon.
Okay. It's not like, because you couldn't tell the difference between cocoa powder and cinnamon.
Yeah, but I just like the word cinnamon. I could say it all day. Cinnamon.
Can you smell it? Can you smell it?
Oh, is that the cinnamon?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes. So fold this in. Oh, can you try and get this out for me, please?
Let me get a spoon.
Okay. So now we're just going to fold in our wet ingredients with our dry ingredients.
Well, you know there's actually nothing here, right?
We need every drop. Wow. No wasting.
Are you from Ijebu?
Yes.
All right.
That explains it. That explains it. Okay. So, babe, don't stir. You have to fold it in because we don't want our batter or our banana bread to be dry.
Okay.
So we are folding it in gently. Always remember to preheat your oven, guys. Never forget that.
Oh, yes. You taught us that. I know that's one thing, I think that's one of the first things I learned from you.
Yeah.
Preheating your oven.
Always remember. So that by the time your batter gets in.
For how many minutes though?
Oh, by the time you're about to start your mixture, just turn on your oven.
Okay.
Just turn it on. Let it
heat up.
Warm
up. Okay.
Yes. Let it warm up. So we're almost there. And this is going to bake for about an hour and 10 minutes.
But it's not smooth.
It's banana bread, darling.
Oh.
Remember we have chunks of banana inside?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. True. So we're almost there.
It looks good.
I know.
But in place of butter, can you use margarine?
Yes, you can. In Nigeria, most of what we use is margarine, to be honest.
Yes. I use margarine a lot.
Yeah, because all these other brands, big bucket brands, margarine. So, all right. So, guys, remember we have our baking pan. Okay. Now, we're using our silicone mold.
I can never forget that. Silicone mold.
Silicone mold. Now we're using our silicone mold. The reason why I use silicone mold because it comes out easier. I don't need to spray it or powder it. Okay. But you can use your baking pan. You can use whatever you have available at your home. Okay. It's not a big deal. Just make sure you butter it, like put some butter in it, grease it, yes. Yes, and powder it. Yeah, just make. So you can use like a normal bread pan or whatnot.
All right. So we're gonna put this in the oven and leave for how many minutes?
About an hour, 10 minutes.
Well, that's a really long time.
Yes, it needs time to really cook.
Okay, so while we're waiting for our banana bread to get ready, Yummy and Titi, what do you think of today's menu? Because I'm pretty excited. Creme a la pap.
I think that is all you can remember.
Yes.
I think that loaf of banana bread needs to be hidden somewhere when it's baked.
I know Titi likes banana bread, but I don't know about the pap though.
The pap aspect, don't bring pap near me. I'm sorry.
Trust me.
Don't.
Last time you couldn't eat.
So you're one of those people who don't like.
Maybe when you try it, you find out whether you do like it or not. All right, so we're going straight to our first guest, who is a digital communication strategist and social media analyst and content creator. He describes himself as a jack of many trades and a master of some.
Chidi Okereke has been seen and heard on local and international TV, radio, newspapers, and he has a very loud voice on many issues such as good governance, gender equality, and the list goes on. Welcome to Wake Up Nigeria.
Welcome, Chidi.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Good to have you join us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Just very chilling, you know. It's like I've written an article this morning. I'm all right.
Yeah. So you're like the master of open letters. You know, you have these very compelling open letters that you write to public officials. You've written one to the president. You've written one to the governor of Lagos State. I mean, these were over a few months. But what compels you to write these open letters as a social commentator or as a public speaker?
Okay, am I a master of social letters? I don't think so. But then the compelling factor is change. You want things to change. You want to influence as much as you can influence. And then if things are not going the way they should, and you feel like you have a platform where you can try. I mean, you might not reach the president, you might not reach the governor, but you can try. You can try to let people understand where you're coming from. And then if somebody who knows somebody who has the ears of the president or the governor can read and pass the message across. I mean, it's a long shot, but then it's what they try. In the end, it's trying to make a difference as much as possible. That's the compelling factor, first and foremost.
Okay, so in your bio, the word strategist came up. From off the top of my head, I think people like that deal with online reputation management. Am I right?
That and a whole lot of things.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, for instance, maybe you have someone who has developed maybe a not so good reputation online or even in social circles. What advice would you have for that person trying to redeem their reputation?
So it's, first of all, do plenty of positive stuff.
Okay.
The truth is this: bad news will always sell faster than good news. People want to see people fall. People want to see people mess up. That is the kind of news that sells. So if you do something that is unpleasing, people are going to go as far as possible, especially if you're a popular person. I think a counter to that thing is, if you don't want to address that situation, or you've addressed that situation, yet it keeps rearing its head, do good things.
Okay.
Do positive things. In the end, the way you populate social media or the internet with positive news, that is the way Google is set up, for example, the way search engines are set up is the most clicked news, the news that gets to the most people are the ones that come on top. Okay. So if your positive reputation, if your positive doings get to the top of the list, nobody goes to the second page of Google, for example. Okay. So if it gets to the top, that's what people are going to see when they search for you.
All right.
Okay, so Chidi, we're going to come back to you in a moment, but we need to take a commercial break now. There's quite a number of things that I want to tackle you on, especially with this ASUU strike coming up.
Yes.
So let's take a break now. All right, so we're still with Chidi Okereke, who's the digital communication strategist, joining us this morning. And this morning we found out all over the news, ASUU has gone on strike again. This has been on and off in the past 30 years, as far back as we can remember. Now we're going to have millions of youths at home, many of them not knowing what to do with themselves. So as a young person who, of course, you're interested in mentoring youth, and you know a lot of the things that you're doing already is influencing people, what would you say should be done with, I mean, all these young people that we've got at home?
First of all, I'm sorry that the nation has disappointed some of us several times, and for these young people who just want to get school done with so they can actually start their lives, it's really a sad situation. I already said that yesterday. This is not the time to despair or to start to be frustrated or to let the frustration get to you. Make it count. look at the positives and everything. Make this time, make this situation count. There are things you could do, plenty of things you could do. Learn a skill, learn a trade, know how to do something, intern somewhere. These are all experiences that will help you later in life. I mean, there are platforms where you can actually, if you're a student, you can actually go intern for companies. There's something called STUTERN, STUTTERN. Okay. So they basically match students with organizations where they can intern. There's hotels.ng. I'm just listing some off the top of my head. And there's hotels.ng, Mark SEN, the guy behind it, is offered students the opportunity to come learn how to code. Code is the future. Coding is the future. Programming is, in fact, artificial intelligence, everything that has to do with IT. That's the future. So Mark SEN has offered people an opportunity to come to hotels.ng to learn how to code. I know Anacol has space for interns. Anacol is a digital marketing establishment. I know Disruption as well has.
So you would encourage a lot of young
I'll encourage people to seek these organizations, and it doesn't even have to be all this. You can go learn how to make shoes. You can go learn how to sew dresses. You can anything at all. Just don't make this time count. Just don't sit down at home. I was thinking about starting digital marketing classes. If the logistics were, if I had a space, I could ask people to just come learn once a week, come learn how to do digital marketing, because in the end, there are millions of organizations, millions of small businesses that could leverage on the power of social media to reach as many people as possible. Imagine you have the skills to get those people there. Just imagine it. So it's an opportunity that as many people as possible should take advantage of.
Okay, so now you use social media quite a bit for different reasons to get, messages out there. But it has been noted that you've also used it to influence some social causes. Could you give us a little more info on that?
It's really random, to be honest. It's something, just you're scrolling through the timeline, you're reading news, and something just pops up and it strikes you, and you're like, hey, I can do something to help this situation. It's not like I make a conscious effort to look out for these things. I mean, maybe at some point when I'm a billionaire, I'll start an NGO where I can, fund it to at least 50%. But for now, it's just things that strike me. I mean, for example, there's a girl, Zainab. I saw news about her that she cried when wheelchairs didn't get to her, and I was like, how much is a wheelchair? 50K. Okay, I can get 20K. Whoever can add 30K, we can do it. And then before you knew it, we were raising up to 400K, and she had too many wheelchairs. So it's not like there's a conscious effort. It's just you see something, it strikes you, and then you feel there's this zeal to want to change that situation, and that's just what it is.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I would still want to go deeper into this area, like the power of bringing people together for a social cause. We have crowdfunding going on now. A lot of celebrities and popular individuals online coming together to help people. How important is that, especially in a country like this where you have a lot of people who maybe they have medical conditions and not able to afford it and all of that, and just a simple thing that you observed, which is just a wheelchair that is 50,000, and suddenly you had all these responses. It shows the power of the media, and how important is that, and how important is it for us to understand?
Of course, it shows the power of the media. It shows the power of social media, but more importantly, it shows how willing Nigerians are to help other people who are in need. I mean, despite the economic conditions, despite the situation of things, people are still willing to bring out that 1,000 naira, that 10,000 naira, that 50,000 naira to support a cause they feel is worthy. So this teaches us that Nigerians love to help themselves. Nigerians love to support people who need to be supported at any given time. And then social media is that platform that harnesses all this power, all this love, and puts them together and channels it towards a particular need. So it's of course, the importance cannot be underestimated. It can't be overestimated.
The power of social media can't be ignored. But then again, there has also been that area where people have, let's just say there are a lot of critics of people that use social media to raise funds. Have you ever come across people that have, thought anything negative of what you've been trying to do?
Not yet.
Okay.
And that is why when I said it's not something I consciously do, because in the end, it's not something I consciously do. I've seen people who who genuinely want to raise funds, who want to help people. They've been criticized, they've been called thieves. I am very scared of that. I am very, very scared of that. I've also seen people who have scammed people online in the name of raising funds. So I understand the skepticism. If somebody accuses me today of stealing money, I know in my conscience I have not. Okay. So I would not feel guilty. If it's something I should address, I will address it. If it's not necessary. But in the end, if you're as transparent as possible, what I try to do is whatever cost I'm raising, every single naira that is put there, I put it out there so that you know how much it is, you know what it is, you see that this is what I'm buying this for. So there's a level of transparency. I feel like if everybody can be transparent in their dealings when they are raising money, it is going to help with those people who are genuinely in need. And for those who are scamming other people, they're actually hurting people who actually need these funds, and I implore them to stop.
Sad. It is sad.
It's really unfortunate.
And it's so interesting because it's something that I've been doing for 3 years myself, and I do also sometimes get negative responses. You know, people that just don't believe that you're doing what you really want to do. And hopefully we'll be able to overcome that. But we have to move along now.
Thank you so much, Chidi, for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
What you are doing, we also want to know, of course, the progress that you are making with some of the trainings that you want to embark on. And hopefully you get the support that you need to make it happen.
Make sure you tweet to us.
I will, definitely.
At TVC Connect.
Thank you so much.
Well, let's take a short break. We'll be right back after this for the news.